Dzień dobry moi drodzy, witajcie na moim kanale. Dziś przychodzę do Was z prawdziwym rarytasem, wywiadem z Madison Beer, amerykańską piosenkarką, wschodzącą gwiazdą muzyki i prawdziwą sensacją internetu. Ale w tym amerykańskim śnie jest, a nawet są dwa, bardzo mocne polskie akcenty. O co chodzi? Przekonacie się o tym, oglądając naszą rozmowę. Zapraszam.
Well, first of all, hi, it's really great to see you. I'm very excited about our conversation tonight because it's like 8 p.m. here. Tell me, how are you in this crazy ass weird world we are like living right now?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm holding up okay, trying to make the best of everything, trying to adapt. But I'm good overall.
This year has been amazing for you. 3 new singles, each of them was like a bigger success. Were you envisioned that way, the layout for your new album?
Yeah, I knew I wanted to release a few of them prior to the album release. I mean, we wanted to get the album out in March, but then everything, the pandemic hit, so we weren't able to. So we're now just kind of waiting to see when we should really release it. But yeah, I knew that I wanted the rollout to be like singles first.
I don't want to press you about the release date of your album, but can you give
If
us
I had
any
it, I would give it to you. I'm just as in the dark as everyone else.
Okay, I understand. So let's get to the singles and numbers, because I said success, but when you really look at the numbers, it's so impressive. Selfish was certified gold in August, and your streaming game is counted in billions actually, which is like, wow. Is that important to you to have this kind of validation as an artist?
Yeah, it's definitely like obviously super validating and it's amazing, but I don't try to like play the numbers game too much, because sometimes it can hurt you more than it can help you. And if something connects with people and makes them feel good, then I'm happy, and that's all I really care about. Of course, having streams under my name is great and like helps me prove people wrong who might be naysayers or whatever, but like at the end of the day, if my music is positively impacting people, some of my smaller songs are the ones that have helped people the most. So I try to, instead of focusing on how many streams it has, even though it's huge accomplishments, I'm like, okay, but it helped a lot of people, which means a lot more to me.
Well, and the numbers build like bigger expectation with each release. Are you stressed out like to maybe not outdo yourself, but to, just put another great song out?
No, that's why I try not to like, think like that, is because it would stress me out if I was relying on that and make me upset. So I just try not to worry about that kind of stuff. But I just want to put music out that makes people feel good and happy. So that's what I try to do.
Yeah, well, and you're very versatile artist, because you prove yourself as a singer that could, pull off a ballad, a sexy dance song. So can we expect more from the album?
Yeah, definitely. The album is really diverse. Well, first, thank you. But second, yeah, you can expect a lot more from the album. It's very diverse. There's a lot of different types of genres. There's a lot of tones and songs that I play with, and it's really special. It's a really special album in my eyes.
You mentioned that people are telling you that some of your songs touch them or help them, and you use your platform to spread a positive message, the message of kindness, and also many other social issues. Like God knows how many we have to tackle this year. Is that something we can expect, that you're gonna exercise in your songwriting as well?
Yeah, definitely. I try to talk as much as I can about things that I'm passionate about. Obviously, it doesn't translate as well into music as it does into on Twitter or wherever it might be, but I still try all the time to, in my music, talk about things like in my song Dear Society, I talk about some things that are a little bit more serious, and then I have songs on my album that are a little more serious. I try to do it in like a metaphorical way that only if you're really listening and paying attention you might like pick up on and understand it properly, but I definitely, yeah, enjoy blending the worlds.
So I assume that like songwriting is also a way for you to get some things off your chest.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's very therapeutic for me, for sure.
Talking about crazy times we live in, how do you navigate through promotion, performances, and stuff like that during the pandemic? Because, like you mentioned, I guess the original plan was kind of different.
Yeah, it was very different. I mean, it's weird. Obviously, doing Zooms is not the same as like going and meeting and talking. And I'm a very much so like energy person, and like I don't get to like really meet people properly, which is a bummer for me. And I don't know. I mean, I'm just kind of like I just am trying to adapt and do the best that I can. It's not like ideal, but
Yeah, but if you do something not on a Zoom, it's really impressive. Like you presented at VMAs. I mean, that must be exciting.
yeah, that it was exciting, but it was also kind of weird. Like it was on a sound stage with no one there, and it was just super different. I mean, it's definitely strange, but like I said, I'm just trying to adapt and do the best that I can, and I'm hopeful that everyone's doing that as well, because I know it could be very hard and confusing for college students or high school students or whatever. It's a new reality that we're all having to adapt to. So.
But speaking of VMAs, do you hope to perform them like maybe next time when everything hopefully is going to be, normal?
Yeah, definitely. I would love to. I mean, it's like one of my dreams for sure.
You also sang the national anthem on NFL's Stanley Cup. Was it stressful for you? Because it's not just like, every other song is national anthem.
It's very stressful. It's like singing the national anthem is one of the scariest things ever. And like, it took a lot of convincing for me to do that, because if you mess up or if you do a wrong note, and but people don't really like think about is it's completely a cappella. Like usually when I'm singing or performing, I have my track playing, my band is with me that they can support me. If I mess up, it's like, okay, well, play a guitar lick and people will forget about it. But like this is like every single word you hear crispy. Like it's so scary. I literally was like, I don't want to do it, and everyone was like, you have to, and I was like, okay, fine. But it's really scary.
But I guess you were happy after the performance.
I got a lot of really good feedback, and it felt really good, and it was really fulfilling to get so much feedback like that.
Well, you have a massive social media following. Do you find yourself sometimes or often acting different now comparing to the times when you didn't have that much, like tens of millions of people following you?
It's hard for me to say because I have had a following since I was like 12, so I feel like I grew up this way, and I I think in some ways it was really detrimental, and like I don't think the 12-year-olds should process that. But in some ways I think that it's been grounding, because I do think that maybe if I was 21 and got famous, maybe I would act differently or whatever. I'm really glad that like nothing affects me. I don't like I actually don't think I would, because I have like morals and values that go much deeper than like followers. But I don't know, I see a lot of people who are like, will get a burst of new followers in their 20s, and then they start acting really different and rude, and like they're too good for anyone, and I just am not like that. So I don't know. I don't think I would ever be capable of acting like that. I mean, like I don't think that stuff is real, and so I'm like I wouldn't treat people differently just because of that. But yeah, it's hard for me to say because it's just something I've been used to for a long time.
But I guess maybe you are more, cautious or think twice before posting something because of the millions that are following you.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I wish I take so many photos that I'm like, I wish I could post this, but I can't, like, because people will be like, what is this? Because when it used to just be my fans, they understand me and know me so well that I could post a photo of, this blanket and like nothing else, and they know it's from Adventure Time, they know it's my favorite show, they know why. But then if I did that now, people would be like, what is this blanket she's posting? Why is she posting this random thing? And like, yeah, definitely I don't think that I have like the luxury of just being able to like post whatever anymore, which is kind of a bummer, but is what it is.
Yeah, it's a small price, I guess, to pay. Speaking of social media, especially Instagram and TikTok, which is my new obsession. There's
You and everyone else.
Yeah, there's a lot of funny videos and memes of you actually. Do you have like a favorite one or something that cracks you up every time?
A lot of them are mean, so not really. But I mean, there's one that I think is funny where it's me and my best friend in bed, and I was on a live stream and someone screen recorded it, and it's funny because we're just like, we keep looking at each other like something's, and it's so out of context, but it's a very funny video, I think. But yeah, a lot of the other ones are like making fun of me or like being mean, so it's hard to, when everyone's laughing at you, it's hard to also be like, haha, I do find this funny, because it kind of sucks. But again, it's all good. It's not really like, doesn't keep me up at night.
Yeah, so how do you cope with like mean comments, hate? Because, it's all fun, but sometimes it can get like TikTok and Instagram can be a really dark place.
Yeah, I've been really good with coping with it throughout the past few years since I've, gained a following. And I think TikTok has been the hardest one for me because it's something that I use frequently. And so it's tough when I'll scroll on it and see something really mean about myself and the video. And then the difference with TikTok is that the video will have hundreds of thousands of likes, and then it'll have tens of thousands of comments that then you click on the comments, and the comments will all be super mean, and they will all each have like 20,000 likes or 15,000 likes. And like those numbers, you see that as a human being and you're like, wow, do this many people feel this way about me? And like I'm a very like empathetic, like caring person, I would say, and it does hurt me a lot, even though they are like strangers and they don't know me. It does make me really sad that people feel that way about me, and my feelings do get really hurt. So TikTok is hard because TikTok has a whole different added layer of bad stuff on it, because it's just like it's pretty ruthless. But I mean, there was a whole trend that was going around on TikTok a few months ago that was like, you guys think Madison Beer is pretty, well, I think like, well, you're wrong, and I think this person's pretty. Like they would just kind of like, instead of, which I don't really like care, it's just more like, how do you think it made me feel every single day seeing a video saying that another girl was prettier than me, basically? And like, it's just not nice, no matter who it is or what it is. That's just not nice to do. And I'm still a person who has insecurities, who goes through days that I feel ugly, and it's just like, and for me to have to see that is just not gonna affect me psychologically positively. And it just sucks that people don't think before they do things, because there's no reason to put one girl down to bring another girl up. I still have feelings, I still have bad days, and so it's counterintuitive in my opinion. Like I would much rather you just make a video being like, just don't even talk about me. Like, why am I even in the conversation? Just make a video about how beautiful and amazing that girl is, and don't even bring me up. Like, I have nothing to do with her and her beauty, and she doesn't need to be compared to me, and I don't need to be compared to her. And that's it, basically.
You have a growing fan base in Poland. There's like a fan page and a group called, Madison Beer Poland. So I'm sure they would be thrilled to hear anything from you. If you want to say something.
That. Well, I don't know if you know, I'm Polish. I am Polish, and I love my fans in Poland, and I definitely want to come there soon. And I know that I do have a growing fan base there, and it means the world to me. And I love them so, so, so much. And I would just say hi, and I love them.
Yeah, we do know that you're like Polish, but can you like elaborate on your Polish roots more?
All I know is that I'm Polish.
That's the most important thing.
That's all I know. I know that I'm Polish, I believe German and Russian.
Okay, so like, but most of all Polish. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yes, most of all Polish. Both my parents are Polish, and then my dad has German and Russian in him. But I'm like both Polish. I don't know. I have no I have no idea.
So, like, to conclude this interview, is there anything we can wish you for this year, this crazy year?
No, I'm happy. I'm good. I just want my music out as soon as possible, and I hope that everybody, you know, stays safe. I hope everybody, if they're tuning in from the US, votes, and I'm just like, you know, I'm hopeful that the world restores itself, and yeah, and that I love my Polish fans very, very much.
Yeah, so we can wait, you know, we can wait to the world to get back to normal. Maybe we can see you live here in Poland. Who knows?
Yeah, 100%.
Thank you so much and have a great day, and I'll keep my fingers crossed for your album and everything you do.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Thank you, bye.
Bardzo dziękuję za obejrzenie naszej rozmowy. Oczywiście odsyłam i zachęcam do sprawdzania muzycznej twórczości Madison. Myślę, że warto ją śledzić, bo niebawem będzie o niej naprawdę głośno. W Stanach Zjednoczonych już jest. Zobaczymy, jak to będzie wyglądało w Europie, ale sądzę, że jest naprawdę ogromny, ogromny potencjał. No i Polka, jakby nie patrzeć, więc warto wspierać. Jeszcze raz dzięki za oglądanie i do zobaczenia.